Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. 7:01 is the time, and of course, today is the 7th day, yes, in the month of August 2025. Welcome to Front Page Review, everyone. I'm here because you're there. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. Let's set sail this morning quickly. Of course, I'm going to begin with Punch newspaper this morning. Foreign investors sell off 576 billion naira Nigerian stocks in 6 months. INEC under fire as results portal goes down. On receivership role, Egbin Power challenges FBN quests and of course takeover move. Kwam 1 pushes back as fan probes airport incident. Let's see some more now on Free Showore. Amnesty International urges police to drop bogus charges against activists. Japan's population falls by 908,574 in record roll. U.S. millionaire killed by buffalo on African hunting trip. Okay. And then police probe killing of 45-year-old man inside Akwa Ibom church. Oyo impounds rams, cow for violating environmental laws. Accountant jailed 15 years for defrauding Oyo job applicants. 3 remanded for suspected kidnapping and murder in Enugu. And then to some more basic news, to some more political stories. Falana slams Southwest governors over poor governance and reckless spending. Eno begins APC registration in Akwa Ibom. Anioma's long road, resistance, resources, and the push for statehood. Labour Party disassociates itself from planned protest at INEC headquarters. Ogun PDP denies endorsing APC candidates ahead of by-election. All right, and then let's see if we can check up on some other stories. Courtesy Vanguard newspaper. Okay, yeah, Vanguard newspaper is going to be serving us some stories this morning. This is VOP FM, everyone. To Vanguard newspaper now. 2027 options before the North is a very big headline here. Option before the North. Yes. And then moving up to some of the stories this morning. Let's check up still with Vanguard newspaper. WAEC massive failure. Parents group wants papers cancelled. And criminals, touts, now in charge of politics in Nigeria, says Falana. Criminals, touts, now in charge of politics in Nigeria, says Falana. And then, why Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention, says Njoku. He is the one explaining this morning why Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention. And then single-term promise. Peter Obi is taken out of ignorance. Farouk Aliyu speaking. Peter Obi is talking, rather, out of ignorance. Single-term promise. Peter Obi is talking out of ignorance. Farouk Aliyu speaking. And then there's a big one here. Who is afraid of Kemi Badenoch? Who? Okay. 2027, Jonathan ready to run again. Close ally confirms. Whoa. Jonathan ready to run again. Close ally confirms. It's okay. Nigeria may break up before 2027 if, this is according to ex-Ohaneze, the President General, Umodo speaking. Nigeria may break up before 2027 if. Kwam wants airport drama. Fan accuses Fuji star of alcohol violation. On street renaming, street renaming draws concern in Lagos. Great concerns, big concerns. And that story is coming again. 2027, Jonathan ready to run again. Close ally confirms. Obi's single term raises dust. Obi's single term pledge raises dust. And then PDP Southwest approves new interim administrative team for Ekiti. Okay. You're on to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Check the time, 7:08 a.m. This time around, we move to Daily Post newspaper. Flood hits another Andamawa community. Cuts of villages, submerges farmlands. INEC disqualifies Labour Party from Edo by-election. And then let's see more now. 2027, PDP gives Goodluck Jonathan conditions for automatic ticket. Will not cook. Delta women protest and embark on strike over herdsmen attacks. Will not cook. Delta women protest, embark on strike over herdsmen attacks. And then Tinubu directs implementation of pension increment for police retirees after Abuja protest. PDP gives Goodluck Jonathan conditions for automatic tickets. So this man is coming. Okay. Like a friend asked me, so this man is coming? And I said, I don't know. But let's just let's see what pans out in the coming days. All right. Let's see what the story will be like. To some national stories now. EFCC chairman Olukoye, they break silence on forcing NNPC boss Ojulari to resign. EFCC arraigns Katsina revenue officials, bank manager over alleged 1.2 billion naira tax diversion. Nigeria rewards thieves with government appointments. Kano Emir Sanusi is the one speaking. Nigeria rewards thieves with government appointments. Kano Emir Sanusi is the one speaking here. Air Force bombs bandits' wedding in Zamfara. Dozens killed. Goodluck Jonathan reacts to helicopter crash. Death of Ghanaian ministers. FAN reacts to ValueJet Airlines incident involving Kwam Wan at Abuja Airport. Now let's get into politics. Nigeria needs parties bigger than government. Peter Obi speaking. APC, ADC will cause security problem if you don't stop them. Ejiofor charges INEC. APC, ADC will cause security problems if you don't stop them. Ejiofor is telling INEC. And then 2027 will do everything to make sure opposition does not thrive. Farouk Aliyu. We will do everything to make sure opposition does not thrive. Okay. PDP announces zoning committee inauguration date. I'm not afraid of being removed as a Durek. And then, one-term presidency, Peter Obi's latest scam, according to Boala. Let's now move to the Sun newspaper. The Sun is waiting. Panic, fears over flooding. People are moving. Please move. And then, criminals, touts now in charge of Nigerian politics, says Falana. FCT authorities demolished criminals' hideouts and impound 20 vehicles. Akwa Ibom reinstates EFCC seizure of Yahya Bello's properties. Let me look at that better. NDLEA orders fight against shipments of illicit drugs to Nigeria. And then to some stories, criminals, touts now in charge of Nigerian politics, says Falana. Southeast to honor ADC founder Nwosu. And on by-election, Labour Party candidates, CSOs, storm INEC headquarters, protest exclusion. APC breaching electoral laws with Tinubu endorsement, says ADC. APC breaching electoral laws with Tinubu endorsement, says ADC. Cross River, PDP regroups GS for showdown in 2027. And as regards 2027 still, ADC, APC, PDP jealously guard Trump cards. ADC, APC, PDP jealously guard Trump cards. Appeal court, here is that story. Appeal court reinstates EFCC seizure of Yahya Bello's property. All right, Daily Trust is next, everyone. Feel free to join the conversation this morning, 7:15 a.m. My name is Jude. Let's go. Taraba, 8 months without deputy governor. Civil servants used stolen money to build estates, says EFCC. Biriningwari, motorcycle, phone thefts replace abductions. And then police issue checks to families of deceased officers in Plateau. Operators worried over aviation's 258.9 billion naira value in rebased GDP. And then, controversy over status of Ikeja Disco Egbin Power Plant. These are headlines. Anti-party now. PDP to decide on Wike next week South Cheer speaking. States activate control measures as flood wreaks havoc. Uzodimma, Tinubu has brought Nigeria out of the bush. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Everyone feel free to join the conversation this morning. Yes, you can send me a message via YouTube or via WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is 081-717-56338. Okay? Yeah, I'll take that again. 081-717-56338. All right? Okay. This time around, we'll go join Rufai Yeseni for an analysis of some of these stories. Okay? And when I'm back, Barrister Darlington Agumo will be waiting. Yeah, we'll be waiting to talk to us also. Okay? Let's join Rufai Yeseni now.
So it is crystal clear now that the Aburi faction is losing out, or probably has lost out in the fight for the soul of the Labour Party, because there's a story making the rounds that some civil society group are now going to protest at INEC's office in favor of Aburi's candidates that were left out by INEC. You see, to a large extent, civil society has become a scam in Nigeria. Anyway, I'm not surprised. Well, you know, some civil society group that went to protest in favor of Yaya Bello. We know some of those groups, the so-called civil society groups. So, another big scam in this country is civil society RNG. The question I want to ask that civil society is that, did they not read the Supreme Court judgment? Did they not read the Supreme Court judgment before they are going out to protest? The Supreme Court judgment has already said that anything that has to do with Aburi in labor is cancelled. That's just it. Because I remember when I went to interview Governor Oti, I brought up this matter, and he referred me to the Supreme Court. In fact, recently, the Lady Usman, in fact, the interim leader of the Labour Party, I can say it now, she recently wrote, somebody representing her recently wrote a letter telling the whole world that this was the clarity as regards the judgment, you know, and the truth has to be said. It is all crystal clear. So Abure trying to destroy his own political party for his own gains, you know, is a very sad one. Whatever they say, please, they should never forget that the court should reign supreme, and that's just it. And we should be exact, and we should be truthful. I think the game is largely up for the Abure faction, and he knows it. But what they are just going to resort to now is tactics and gimmicks, which is also a very sad one for our country as we speak, you know. So, as regards this flooding in Lagos, Lagos State have asked some residents of Lekki, Ikorodu, to temporarily relocate because of this flash flooding that is happening. In fact, on television today, they said there's going to be heavy rainfall. They said on the red are those around Agility axis, that's Ajigule, they have to move. Coastline of Ikorodu, Majidun, they have to move. Lowlands of Lagos, some around the Lekki corridor, because the tidal level depends on the volume of rainfall. They say Ekpe has always been safe, but Ikeja Mushin will be safe. They said the whole land area, just mentioned bordering Ogun River, those staying around Channel Television, Isheri corridor. They said the Commissioner Wahab was saying that thankfully the federal government through Ogun River Basin has awarded the dredging of Ogun River Channel around there. So it's just a reminder that the rains are here. They are going to have a lot of flooding, and people should be careful. There's a rollout for free health care for low-income retirees. It's a good one, but the question is, what's the breakdown of the free health care? What will it cover? What will it afford? Is it only doctor's visits, or is it going to afford more? Okay, roll out for free health care. If somebody needs a surgery, what about millions? Will the person be able to do it without free health care? So these are the things we want to look at. And these are the things we are saying we should break down empirically. There's a story saying that disorderly conduct by veteran Fuji musician led to suspension of 2 value jet pilots. They said the musician, known as Kwama, was on board a value jet. This is reported by the Cable. I was drinking from a flask. I was approached by flight attendants that suspected the content was alcohol, which is prohibited on board. The attendant was said to have asked the musician to surrender the flask, but Kwama was saying it was medication prescribed by the doctor. They said a refusal, the cable is but a refusal to give up the flask in the of the flight that was boarded by the celebrity. And then an altercation ensued, and a rage came up, approached to the front of the aircraft and attempted to prevent it from taking off. The Fuji artist was seen standing in front of the aircraft with ground personnel interacting with. The seconds later, the ground personnel was seen dodging the wing of the aircraft as flight forcefully took off in breach of safety aviation rules. In response, NCAA has announced suspension of 2 pilots over the incident. And the authorities said it received reports of serious breach of aviation safety. You see, it just speaks volumes. Anyway, we don't know the full investigation into the case, what transpired. But it speaks volumes about the airline and the airline system in Nigeria. And please, I think it is also fair. Anyway, we've not heard what suicide of the story. That once you get into the plane, we should all abide by the laws and the rules of the airline to avoid this altercation and endanger the lives of people. The permanent secretary in the Office of Drainage Services and Water Resources has warned that residents drilling borehole that they might have contaminated water. In fact, they say the water might have fecal matters in them. And when you look at the state of play, he said if the waters are not treated, it can be, underline the word, shit water in Lekki. On waste management, I would say that everyone digging borehole within Lekki is probably drinking water I call shit water. So if we're able to treat the water within the axis we have plans for, we should be able to eradicate any form of disease that might result. So the question is, we keep saying some people built Lagos. We sell properties at billions in Lekki, but common water we don't have. That even somebody in the Lagos State Ministry is saying that we are drinking, that anybody that dig borehole in Lekki will be digging shit water. But do you know, to dig that borehole, you still have to go and pay to the government because of the issue around groundwater. So the question is, why hasn't Lagos been able to provide portable pipe-borne water? They said some people built Lagos. The British talked about pipe-borne water since 1912. I think 1912, yeah, they provided the first pipe-borne water. Why have we just gone down and depreciated since then? Lagos has to be center of excellence. Lekki, you can't buy a flat in Lekki around Admiralty area for less than hundreds of millions, 200-300 million, thereabouts. Piece of land is hundreds of million, over 100 million, thereabouts. But to get portable drinking water in that area, it's a very sad one. For me, I'd like to go against the Governor Dauda today. You see, we can't keep saying that we are negotiating with bandits and the likes. It doesn't augur well for our nation. Because I'm now seeing a lot of alleged talks of negotiating with these bandits. In fact, there's a story that, according to Premium Times, that Bello Tuji has reportedly released 32 kidnapped victims and surrendered some of his weapons. Musa Yusuf, an Islamic cleric known as Sodas, has announced the development during a religious event. He said the gesture followed peace talks held in July with Tuji and other armed fighters inside Fakia local government area, Shikafi of Zamfara State. So this idea of going to talk to bandits, is it that we have now glorified banditry so much in the country? Just the other day, despite these peace talks, another by 150 people were picked up that the state government Zamfara is trying to release. So what is happening? How will a nation move forward this way? And I think these are the increasing questions we need to start asking ourselves. If we don't ask ourselves, we never get better. We never move forward. And that's the sad reality of our country and the state of play of our lives as we speak today. And Abuja has overtaken Lagos as Nigeria foreign investment destination. I thought they used to say Lagos used to be the hub of foreign investment destination, but today is Abuja. In a report tied to Nigeria Capital Importation, FCT attracted 3.04 billion to come first from the 2.54 billion Lagos attracted. Apart from that, most states, they don't have foreign direct impact in the economy. And that's the sad reality in Nigeria's. And you see this story of 25 million loan from Kuwait for other school children in Kaduna. The question we should ask this government is, loan again? How do we want to spend the money? See, we are borrowing 25 trillion, but only recently, 25 billion, $25 million, beg your pardon. But only recently, if you remember, this was the same country that gave close to $5 million to our Falcons and Tigress. So where are our priorities? If we are saying we are taking $25 million from Kuwait, then how are we going to spend that money effectively? How are we going to spend that money effectively? I think these are questions we should ask ourselves. Because if we don't ask ourselves and answer these questions, we will never move forward. And also, there's a story I've been meaning to talk about. I don't know why it's always difficult for Nigerian footballers now to get good clubs internationally, and they are doing very well. Look at Ademola Lookman, struggling to get a good club. Osimhen had to settle for Galatasaray. The question is, Osimhen is worth more than Galatasaray. So if Osimhen has to settle for Galatasaray in getting to the tail end of his career, then how will he be able to break into the Premiership? So why is it difficult for our players to also get, very good jobs? See, I'll quickly take one international scene story. We need to look at this thing matter effectively. About 80 years ago, the world collectively condemned the activities of Hitler against the Jewish people. Today, Netanyahu is perpetrating so much crime against humanity, and Americans are there looking at it. The same Americans that was fighting for the freedom of the world in the 40s. The same America that was acting as the beacon of hope. And that's why they are calling out some American companies and saying Israel is relying on Microsoft Cloud for expansive surveillance of Palestinians, while they are denying them food and shelter, and people are dying. So you can see the hard reality of the world today. 40 years ago, America was on the side of morality. Today, you have a President Trump that is saying he doesn't care if Netanyahu takes over Gaza. How will he say such a thing in a world where we have a united nation? In a world where people are unfairly treated, what we've always called for is a two-state solution. I don't support Hamas. I condemn Hamas. But Hamas is not in the West Bank where Israel too has been occupying and killing people. We can't allow this injustice to continue by Israel. We must stand up and be counted on this part of history. Because if we don't do it, God will judge us and He will ask us. We spoke against the Holocaust and the killings of the Jews by the Germans. We spoke a bit against places like Auschwitz many years ago, over 80 years ago. 80 years after, the same Jewish people that were fighting are now the ones perpetrating the hurts and the hate and the killings and the starvation of children in Palestine. We say Hamas killed over 1,000. Now Israel has killed 60,000. And America is urging them on. So it will be on record, the side of history America stood. And that's why I never would ever support President Trump. Because you are there and you can't call Israel to order. They're overseeing the killing of the people. They're decimating. In fact, President Trump saying he doesn't care about what's going on in Gaza is sad, because all the top retired security aides, even people like Ehud Barak, former Prime Minister of Israel, they all wrote a letter to tell President Trump, to tell Netanyahu to stop the killing in Gaza and Palestinian people. But he's not going to listen. I'm saying this so that it will be on record that I spoke up, and I made myself heard, and I spoke up for my conscience. Because I know there's a wrath of God somewhere. I'm sure some people will say, is there a wrath of God? Is there a wrath of God? Because how can we say there's a wrath of God and people are killing other people?
All right.
Everybody will get their recompense one way or the other.
Thank you, Rufai.
It will be on record. I spoke.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Rufai Hussaini. You're on to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. All right. Much later, I get to open up the studio line so you can join the conversation this morning. Okay. But like I said, feel free, very free to join the conversation via WhatsApp. The number is 081-717-56338. 081-717-56338. All right. Let's now join Barrister Darlington for, some more analysis this morning. Let's join Barrister Darlington. Hello, good morning to you, sire. Welcome.
It can me today.
I bring you good greetings. I'm doing great. Very, very great. How are you doing too this morning?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
It's okay. It's okay. I just want to hear you, say something as regards what Hassan told Amechi, They said Nigerians won't vote for a man being fed by his wife.
That is Peter Obi Navi. Is it Peter Obi or Amechi?
No. It's Amechi. Hassan is talking to Amechi.
Amechi, yes. Okay. Yeah.
Amechi has said that his wife's entrepreneurial spirit long predates his own time in public office.
Yeah.
That his wife is the one. So that is what Hassan is now saying, that Nigerians will not vote for a man who is being fed by his wife.
It depends on the context. Politicians, they have a way of taking a jab at each other. Yes, now for a two-time governor, two-time chief of staff, I think two-time speaker and then two-time minister.
Okay.
How can Amechi be so poor that the wife is now feeding him? Is it possible? It's not possible. So the man is just he took it out of context that the wife is taking care of him. Maybe he's taking care of him in the other room. I think that's what he meant.
What room are you talking about?
Please go and ask Buhari. Go and ask.
I can't ask Buhari. I'm not close to where he is right now, and I don't think I want to be close at this time.
No, spiritual matters can be negotiated.
Not for the other room issue.
Well.
All right, let's get talking real issues, I beg. Well, reports have emerged indicating former President Dr. Goodluck Jonathan's readiness to contest the 2027 presidential election. Yes.
He can't meet you there. Did I hear you well?
So we hear him.
One of these days, somebody will resurrect Abacha.
What do you mean?
Come and finish what I'm telling you. The way this thing is sounding now, somebody will resurrect Abacha to come and finish what he started. Though.
Goodluck is coming back.
Well, there may not be good luck now. Remember how he came the first time? It was through the doctrine of necessity. This time around, I don't think there'll be any doctrine, no. The dance step have changed. The music have changed. Anybody advising him is just trying to finish him up. Oh. That's the truth. Oh. He won't make a good president now. The environment have changed. More so, I don't think patience will follow him to Aso Rock. I don't think so. Mama Peace will not follow him. Oh.
You mean patience will not be patient enough to follow him?
At all. She made it clear. Maybe the young lawyer he married may go, but not patience. The
source said, he's Jonathan's ally, He said that the plan to draft Jonathan into contesting on PDP's platform had gone far and that he had accepted to run.
Okay, fine. So when Wike is still breathing fire and brimstone in PDP, I want to see how this fight will end. How Wike will confront Jonathan in PDP. I want to see how. Let them do it. Let us see. Because when things does not result to a fight, it doesn't. People don't learn lessons.
Do you think Wike has any problem with Jonathan? Do you think so?
Is it not obvious? How will Wike accommodate Jonathan? He had to do what he normally do because he's still working for Tinubu. And Jonathan is definitely a threat to Tinubu. I don't see how Northern vote can give Jonathan a victory. Because right now, Northern vote has been divided. Atiku is there in ADC. P2B is there, maybe in Labour Party. And maybe Jonathan in PDP. All of them are going to ask for Northern votes. So what do you think will happen at the end of the day? So it was not like that. So the APC have scattered everywhere. So Jonathan may not find it easy now. And with the terrorism that is all over the place, Jonathan should think twice. You think twice.
That's what people are asking. Does PDP even have the power again to do anything before 2027? It's not like when Goodluck Jonathan was there. PDP is not like what it used to be, but these guys still are. They're still saying, well, the party is still strong. The party will defend itself. The party will do this and that come 2027. That they are the only ones who can oust the present administration.
It's not even PDP. It is the North. The North believe that anybody they support will definitely win. Yes, is the North now that are telling Jonathan to come and run. Is it not the North? They believe they have the trump card. Unfortunately, you see, this is one of the reasons why I'm angry with our Southern brothers. Since the 50s, we have not been able to break the jinx with the North. Whatever they want, they get. Whatever they say, they implement it. Meanwhile, you claim you went to school. You are more wiser. You are more civilized. When it comes to matters like this, you don't apply it. Look at how long these northern leaders and their bandits have disturbed this country. What starts from the south to say, look, you northerners, you have brought so much problem into this country. If you don't stop this bandits, none of you will go into any political office. Will not vote you because of what you have done. But they can insult an OB for importing alcohol. But today they say that they imported the terrorism. Nobody has faced them. Nobody has talked to them. You can imagine. You can have anybody taking a swipe at the North for bringing terrorism into Nigeria. That they will come out in the open and even boast about it. There was that Baraje. He came out and told everybody how they brought terrorism from all over Africa to come into Nigeria. And everybody just kept quiet. Look at how they are negotiating with them, praising them, giving them soft landing. And yet they want to become president of Nigeria. And you, Southerners, you have not even done anything about it. You have not been challenged. So what is the meaning of this nonsense you are doing? You claim you love Nigeria, yet you want to destroy the same Nigeria with terrorism. They are not even bothered. They are not bothered. Because they know that you South here is like you have been conquered. Seriously, this would have been a very serious campaign issue. Northerners, except you stop this thing you brought into Nigeria, you will never aspire to be president of this country. I'm not joking. But when they see one small thing here, they will capitalize on it. It will be imported alcohol. Therefore, you will not. My brother, it's so sad. It's very, very sad. Very, very sad. These people don't have processing.
Let me now.
What they're supposed to be saying, they are not saying it.
Let me now ask you this question: is not behind the PDP or ADC? Who is not supporting?
They said what's it called? Baba Ahmed said it's ADC they have adopted. But you know, things can change overnight. You know that the North are mostly with the PDP before this ADC coalition. So what I'm thinking is that at the end of the day, they may collapse into one of the parties.
Okay.
To make sure that their ideas sell through. That's what I'm thinking. They may collapse into one of the parties.
Okay. Now, this issue of Peter Obi's one-term presidency that is stirring controversy among northern stakeholders is one big issue I also wanted to talk about. Some persons are saying, well, Obi should be left alone to do his one term. I mean, to complete the 4 years of the South. Okay, and some are saying no. Let's not leave Obi to do that. It should be Atiku because of his age and all of that. So where are we in this whole thing, really? Because even the Northerners are now deliberating really on this. What are their chances? How will he, positively or negatively, how will he affect the North?
That is ignorance of the highest order. Is there any place in the Constitution that says you run one term or you run 2 terms of 8 years? Is there any place where it is written? The answer is capital no. Obi, maybe people don't understand what Obi is talking about. Obi want to destroy this penchant for second term by any president. Yes, he want to destroy it, and I support him. How can you be talking of 2 terms when you have not finished first term? So Obi is making it clear that what the Constitution says is 1 term of 4 years. Every other thing is neither here nor there. You mean if a bad leader is in office, he will still go for second term, even with bad leadership, like Tinubu is doing now?
But you know,
are you aware that what is causing problem for Tinubu now? Is it not because of bad leadership? If you have been ruling well, will all this coalition come up? The answer is no. So there is no constitutional provision for second term.
Don't forget that thing they call consolidation. Consolidation.
No.
In the Nigerian factor.
No, it is you that created it. That's why my people say that if you allow evil to fester for too long, very soon it becomes your tradition and culture. You can see it. Some of the problem we are suffering today was created by man for their own selfish interest. Now look at it now. Do you know that what is causing problem for even P2B now is because of this north-south permutation? What is causing problem? Meanwhile, it should have been a question of let the best come out. Let the best come out from anywhere. After all, Jesus Christ came from Nazareth, a place that is known for nothingness. The meaning of Nazareth, where nothing good comes out from. But a Savior came from there. Is it not ironical here? Yes. Look at Jonathan. Nobody gave him a chance. But people still remember what he did in office. You can imagine. Nobody gave him a chance. If not that, Jonathan wouldn't have become president. I'm telling you. The North did not even consider. Even so, we are calling him women. Like Father Mbaka, he called Jonathan a woman. So these are the issues. Nigerians, the psychology of Nigerians have been so demented that except you are a bulldozer, except you are an area boy, except you sabidu garagara, they will not take you serious. That's the truth.
In the same vein, I recall Aliyu yesterday was talking. Farouk Aliyu, a former minority leader of the House of Representatives, he has taken a swipe at the promise of 2020. The promise of Obi to serve only one term if elected president. In his own statement, he blasted Obi, saying that his promises are mere rhetoric, accusing him of lacking the simple understanding of the complexities of governing Nigeria. So saying 4 years, you're out of your mind.
Look, Obi can do it. Listen very well. Obi can do it because you already have a blueprint of what is. Look, Ekamichide, there are things you will do today in office, and Nigeria will just take off. You know that Chinese bamboo tree, when you plant it for 4 years, that you won't see anything, but you'll be watering it. On the 5th year, the thing will just sprout up. All the growth that you have suppressed for 4 years will just balloon into the air. That is what will happen if you have a legal leader in Nigeria. All the things that have been suppressed, somebody will come and open it up, and Nigeria will just open on its own. Because we have been kept in the cooler for too long by evil men. So Obi is not saying he will come and solve all the problem before you. No, he will lay a foundation that will make it impossible for us to go back where we are coming from. And that's the truth. If you take care of the economy, take care of light, stop corruption, then go to the manufacturing base. If these things, if you can solve this 4 problems, my brother, there is no way Nigeria will not pick up. And Obi can do it based on his antecedents. That's what he's saying. You want him to come and say, I will do 8 years. You have to finish 4 years first. Your performance will determine. And then I don't think an Obi, with all the experience, with what is going on in Nigeria, will come and mess up. It's not possible. It's not possible. That's why I have been saying it, that it is hard to get there that we should be talking about. It's not as if we don't have the person. We now have somebody who can do it. But how will he get there? That's what people should be talking about now. Running around Obi, give him the right direction, the right advice, the right suggestion on how to get there and implement this thing. Because if he did not rule Anambra, would you have known that there is an Obi in Anambra? Would you have known? Is it not what he did in Anambra that is selling him now? So let him come and replicate it in Abuja. Because the level of profligacy under this administration is so much wasted. It can't be treated. As I talk to you now, we are looking for 210 trillion naira. from NNPC. Look at that kind of money. Did you hear what I said? You had it and you are still sitting down there. You have not jumped out of that studio. 210 trillion and you are just keeping quiet. You are looking for money.
Very sad.
Can that kind of money, can it miss under Obi? Can it miss under Obi? You know the answer. So that's what we are talking about.
I really don't want to talk about that because when we want to go deeper, we mean it's going to cause some level of for instance, who is the current Minister of Petroleum?
Right? That should have been a campaign issue. Yes.
We should be able to trace this money. I am not saying.
Yes.
But I know, according to, I think who was that was saying that the federal government knows those who shared this money. How it was shared.
That's why the man did not answer the National Assembly. That's why and the principal did not tell you must go and answer. Tell them where this money is. Is that not what Tinubu is supposed to do if he truly against corruption?
Some person says if the president cannot really see anything because these are his boys, he doesn't.
Really?
Yeah.
And he's telling you that this particular issue
everything is about 2027 election. So he doesn't just want to raise dust and let's just leave.
Can you imagine?
Maybe he might look at it later. He might just look at it much later.
My dear, he will not. He will not, because I am very, very sure he knows what happened. He knows what happened. That's why he kept quiet. And this is a man who came to repair Nigeria, who came to reform Nigeria. You have the money in your hand that you don't know which rat ate it, and you go outside and you are borrowing money. That money will clear our debt, and the naira will become 1 naira to $1 immediately. Immediately. But look at what Tinubu is doing, keeping quiet over such an amount. The man did not even deny you. The NNPC, he did not deny. He said that the money was not missing, but it was misplaced. He can't be treated. How do you misplace 210 trillion naira? How do you do that? Misplaced where? You can see where we are. That is why Nigeria is not moving forward. Money, profligacy, that is the middle name for Tinubu. Wastage of money, What he cannot do with the brain, he will do it with money. If he cannot engage you intellectually, he will use money and buy you, and buy your intellect. Is that what you call a leader?
All right, Barrister.
So how many will you buy?
Let's move on to some other headlines quickly. This issue of campaigns, political campaigns, starting off quietly, is of great concern. And then, of course, former Director, Department of State Service, Mike Ejiofor, has called on INEC to take a decisive action against political parties such as APC and, of course, ADC for starting campaigns 2 years before the election. He warned that over 80% of the country's security challenges were politically motivated and lamented that politicians were at it again with campaigns and endorsements of candidates when the election is still almost 2 years to go. In his words, he said, APC and ADC will cause security problems if you don't stop them. This is Ejiofor that is charging. What's your take on that?
Good. Who is the commander-in-chief here? Is it not Tinubu? Imagine if a Tinubu should give order that he doesn't want to see any campaign or whatever. Will anybody go against him? No. Why he cannot talk is because he was the one that fired the first shot. He started it. He started it out of panic. You see, out of panic, because he knows he has failed. And he knows that people are not happy with him. So he started campaign for second term. Earlier than every other person. Yes, this has never happened in the history of Nigeria. It happened under Tinubu. That is 2 years into your first term, you have started campaigning for second term. It's a sign of failure. Complete failure. So let Tinubu stop it. And I'm sure all the opposition will equally follow suit. But as long as he's campaigning, they too will be campaigning. That's the truth.
How would you look at the statement by the same Farouk Aliyu, who said that some certain people are trying to make sure that President Tinubu did not or does not win his re-election? You know, he said that he himself and the other members of the ruling class will not allow that to happen. According to him, the All Progressives Congress is out to make sure that the opposition, including the ADC, does not see the light of the day. He said, we'll do everything to make sure opposition does not strive or does not survive.
These are paid sacrifice. On what basis would you want Tinubu to continue? Let them list the good things Tinubu is doing for Nigeria, because when you are fighting and supporting Tinubu, you must tell us the good things that we should be looking up to. Those things Tinubu have done that have impacted on the life of every Nigerian, not a few of his cronies. So when sacrifices are being paid, they can say all manner of things. That is what Tinubu is good at. He can buy people, carry out propaganda, and you think that they meant what they are saying. No, they were paid. They were paid. So that is just the truth. All the civil society group, they will come alive by 2026. All of them will be used to start singing the praises of Tinubu. And nobody will come and tell us, these are the good things they have done. No, they will not say it. They don't want him to go back for second term. That is Nigeria for you. Yes, that is it.
We earlier spoke about, we had the conversation centered on the North, 2027 election. And there is a big headline, courtesy Vanguard newspaper. It says, options before the North. And now we have a Tinubu, we have Peter Obi, we have Atiku, and we have Goodluck Jonathan. Options before the North. Can you help us look at that? Options.
So which options before the South? You see why I am very, very angry with our Southern brother. In fact, it is very, very sad. I'm telling you. So we have made the North kingmakers in Nigeria. You can imagine. So what options before the South? Or we don't have people in the South here. You can see that, in fact, politically speaking, the South have sold their soul. I'm telling you, we are just nothing before the North when it comes to politics. Every time North. Why can't you come together? If you claim that you are wiser, you went to school, you are more learned, this and that. During the struggle for independence, how many Northerners were there? How many Northerners actually fought for independence? They never even wanted independence for Nigeria. We wanted to have independence in 1957. They said they are not ready. For reasons best known to them, and Zikiwa and what they will have to wait for them. Why didn't we go ahead and have independence over here? Imagine where we would have been by now. Imagine where we would have been by now if we have allowed the North to go their way in 1957 and get independence here. Look at the resources we are wasting in the North for nothing. They never saw this thing. That is why he said that my people perish for lack of knowledge. You would have thought of this thing many years ago, that these people, their men coming into Nigeria is to what? To plunder Nigeria. What are they bringing to the table? What are they bringing here? To bring terrorists into Nigeria, and you are still running to them to validate your candidature. Please, my brother, this is very sad, seriously. Very, very sad. The day a madman will realize that he's naked, that day his madness will stop. I don't see any politician here again. I'm not joking. I don't see anybody here again. In the South here, nobody. Including Tinubu, who claimed to be the inventor of politics. What is he doing now? Can the South to come together and issue ultimatum to the North? You see this insecurity that you are using to blackmail all of us. If you don't stop it, none of you will aspire to be president of Nigeria again. Tell them that. Tell them that. Let us see what they will do. But none of you is thinking along that line. None of you. Every time, North. They will tell you what they want and they will carry it out. Meanwhile, you don't even have the balls to challenge them. Tell me what impact the North has made in our Nigerian politics. What impact? Except to giving us bad leaders. both from military to civilian. Bad leaders all through. Yet, every time you run to them, you have not come back and say, look, for the sake of our children, for the sake of our progress, let us come down south here. After all, it has been north and south in all things. So they have already divided themselves. Can't you come together? Can't you come together and look at the resources they are taking away from here? If you come together here, can they not challenge us? You can imagine the paradise would have built here. Yes, they say you want one Nigeria. Well, who told you that it's not one Nigeria?
But Barrister, you will agree with
you brought terrorists here.
You will agree with me. You will agree with me that this thing has been for a very long time. I mean, changing it now, I don't know.
Who told you that?
For instance, hold on, Barrister. For instance, look at the census. Look at census. Look at the figures in Kano and in Lagos. How
you allowed it? You allow this fraud. When you allow evil to fester for too long, it becomes what? The truth. It becomes your tradition and culture. It becomes the norm. All this thing you are saying now, is it true? Has there been any true census in Nigeria? Jonathan wanted to give us a true census, census of the Mogu. It was backwards. So who ran to Aso Rock and told Jonathan, look, you see this man you want to give this job now. You know he came from the breweries, and I think he has taken a lot of beer. He's drunk. If you don't remove him, no second time for you. Why were they panicking? If they were sincere, they should have allowed the man to do the job as it is done in this modern age. They are not to shut it down, so that they will continue to use this number to blackmail everybody. And you accepted it. That's why I keep blaming Tinubu. The things he ought to do that will give him support over here, he has not done it. Rather, he's just all over the place on profligacy. Profligacy.
Barrister Darlington Agumo, thank you so much for having this conversation with us this morning.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Let's go on a very short break, and when we come back, I'll start taking your calls, okay? Stay there.
It's time to take the next step toward your dreams. Admissions are now open for the October 2025 and January 2026 intakes at Lancaster University, Ghana. Get ready for a world-class education, global opportunities, and an unforgettable experience right from Ghana. For more information, contact us at +234 0701 708 9214 or email us at nigeria@lancaster.edu.gh. Apply today and begin your journey to success with Lancaster University, Ghana. Your future starts now.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. All right, that's a number. Okay, let's talk. Move away from your radio set. Turn down the volume so we can hear each other. 60 seconds for everyone. Mind what you say on a national radio. Let's go there. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Julia. Good morning. My name is Innocent. I'm calling from Mamu of the Free State.
Good morning.
Well done. Yeah, please. I say, do you see that the APC have started their propaganda? They want to scatter this ADC, and they are already doing it too. If they can wake Jonathan to represent somehow to PDP and represent P2P will represent one party, where Tinubu is on the other side, Atiku is the other side, automatically APC have win it again 2027. Unless these three people, P2P and the Jonathan and the Atiku can work together. If they don't, this is very gone. Everything is going to be over between us because not APC will take it. There's no other choice. They will take it. So let them work. If they have the wisdom, let them apply it now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Some persons, I've listened to a couple of persons, and their opinion is that they're trying to use Goodluck Jonathan to, in a way, give votes to the APC because, the big fathers of the PDP, a couple of them have moved to the ADC. So Jonathan is just going to come in as someone who's going to be used to divide votes, bring down the chances of the ADC. All right, it's just a tool. PDP is just going to be used as a tool now, to, it's like it's a special purpose vehicle. But let's see who's going to use PDP now. Is it APC or ADC? It's politics, man. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Kamejude.
Good morning to you.
How are you?
I'm fine.
All right. My name is Peter Omonse from Shomolu.
Good morning, sire.
Now, Kamejude, I'm interested in the statement of Uzodinma. Uzodinma is saying that Tinubu has brought us out of the bush or from the bush. To where? To the thick forest burning with fire and booming with guns of bandits and terrorists. Is that what Nigeria deserves? Because if you tell me that somebody has told us that we imported bandits from all the African countries they could lay hand on, and now today they are negotiating with bandits, the terrorists, the people that are killing Nigerians, and then you are holding the list of the people that are bankrolling them, you don't expose them. So it means, according to Uzodinma, Tinubu has succeeded in taking us out from the bush that we used to see banana and eat. The bush of the farmland, let me call the farmland, not the bush now. He brought us out from the farm. He took out farmers from the farm, and terrorists carried them into the forest and set fire in the forest and burned them. Then killed them with their AK-47. Is that okay? Why didn't you allow us to remain in the farms where we can see plantain? Now you can't see plantain again. You know this common thing they call ube, pear. Pear, one small pear, 100 naira. If it's big small, 150. Is that the life that Nigerians deserve? So the point remains that what Tinubu has come to do was to come in and destroy everything, destroy the economy of Nigerians, destroy the power sector. Now they put us in Bane by force. And that Bane, they were promising 24-hour life. I can tell you that here in Shomolu these few days, along Bajulaye, some days you don't have life from morning till evening, and you are in Bane. The only people I pity most are those that are still on a cemented field. Because even if you don't have life for a whole day, they will still bring their exorbitant business.
Okay.
And people told us that if he doesn't give us 24 hours electricity, and if he doesn't provide prepaid meter for everybody, they should not vote for him in the second term. So all these people that are clamoring from this, did they not hear that from him? That the man with this abysmal performance has disqualified himself from 2027. They are still routing for him that he should stop that. I want to learn this. Do you know that if what the Bible has said that we are witnessing now, like when the wicked are in power, the people suffer. So you can tell yourself who are in power now. Are people suffering? The answer is yes. People are suffering. People are in hell, right in Nigeria. So you can know that Nigeria has been handed over to the evil people. This is a faith in Nigeria that the evil has taken over. I know Basenjo has described them as a party agent. People have been said everything. So is it these people that they want to come back in 2027? Maybe it's the blood of Nigerians that they have shed. By the military, you say people are planning to kill them. People are your enemies to kill them. Shed blood of innocent Nigerians that fought.
Thank you so much.
Is that the blood that is haunting Nigeria now? That we are witnessing this. Nigeria, I don't know how we will.
Thank you so much.
So
yeah. Okay.
And deliver us from the hands of these people. Thank you.
Thank you so much. 0700 903 903 903. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is.
What's your name?
My name is Shola.
Okay.
You know my support on. You know all this analysis now. This is a new version of analysis. What I want to hear. You know the truth of what I hear is that we have added so much importance to the North. It's not as if they are not important. They have their virtues too. But you know, by certainty used to be like, we must align. You may be others. You must attend with Atiku. You must know what we need is a competent leader, and we know how the Northerners speak holding the other parts of the country to ransom. Say, okay, now, I'm sure what's called personality is that man's statement that will be important here. Any which way it is, the truth cannot be it. These people, and the truth of the matter is that you know that they can do and even the way it is left to them, they might not allow to be left to the grassroots. You understand? The grassroots, they want a change. But these people, they use manipulation through religion. You understand? Whatever they say. So these cabals, these power blocks, we must be able to come out, and that has to do with the people of the Southwest here. You understand? Let us align and take a stand. Unfortunately, even the person that is the president that is so-called advocate for democracy, look at what he's doing. So the truth of let's intertwine everything together. That statement that was made that the power of the parliament, they said power is now in the hands of South, and that is the truth. So it's left for people like Vitality and Nigerians to rally around. Let us advocate for two major things: electoral reforms and monitoring INEC. You understand? So that through every process, another thing for the party is that through every process, the right candidate must come. Atiku will always use his money, to impose himself. He will pay his way through. I'm sorry to use the word, but that's what happens. The right candidate doesn't come up. It's not as if Obi is the 100% or is the best. There are many other people that
Thank you.
Like Zulum is there. We have many people that can do. So let me just
Thank you so much. Let's leave it there. Thank you so much. It's a lot, really. Okay, let's go here again. Hello, good morning to you. What's your name and where are you calling from? Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Please. That VOP,
What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Mr. Onyekure, calling from Munchi.
Okay.
Where I want to chip in is about Obi saying that he served only 4 years. People are doubting him. So, how long have this Abia State governor been in that seat as the governor of Abia State and turned the whole things round in Abia State? Ojus Okano spent 8 years in Abia State. George 80 years, and another person 80 years, making 24 years. They did not do anything. This man was there and not up to 2 years. Everything had to turn around. So if they give it will be chance, he can turn Nigeria around within 2 years. And all of that, the type of person he is. The time he governed Anambra State, he did marvelously well. And all the whole governors in Nigeria, in other states, all of them has houses, has money that he pays them pension. It will be not collect 1 naira, it's not collecting 1 naira from Anambra State. So we can turn this Nigeria around to good under 2 years. If Labour Party has only one governor, it's from Abia State. He's the best governor so far in Nigeria now.
Okay.
So let them try. Obi will do well. I know of that.
Thank you.
No, but all this one that saying that he cannot do it, he cannot do anything. It's lie. Somebody that if you come out to rule this country in a good way, you will make it in 2 years' time.
Okay.
So that is my.
Thank you so much for calling. It's Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Check your time, 8:15 a.m. We're still taking calls. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Kamijude.
Good morning to you.
This is Afu Wandama calling from Idimu.
Talk to us.
You see, people were talking about 2 years or not 2 years or 4 years or 8 years. Make una not go too far. Ambo, the former governor of Lagos State, he reviewed this Lagos within of 4 years, which everybody knows today. Alesioti in Aba, go to Aba now. Aba be like small London. It's a work of Alesioti in 2 years. This after 2 years, after 4 years, that extra 4 years they are doing, making 8 years. That's one of enjoyment that they do. They don't do any work again. So this 4 years is normal, mandatory. And the one P2B says reward is his reward. So make Nigeria believe him.
Okay.
That's my contribution this morning.
Thank you, Afuma Adama. Thank you so much. Some will say, well, now state be that. Ambode did how many years? 4 years in 4 years in office, and then he did all of this, and then Alex Oti also. Let's go argue, say, well, now state be that. Now we're talking about a country, a federal republic of Nigeria, where things don't spoil, like that man Farouk. Obi is not serious. 4 years, with all of these mess we have all over the country. You want to come in and fix it in 4 years? Okay. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Oh, sorry about that. Let's go here. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
My big brother, you are well done. You people are doing good job.
Thank you.
That's my VOP, my wonderful person.
Thank you.
We always rejoice with your station. And you know, being idea, it's moving out a solution for Nigeria problem. Because political jamborees are too much in Nigeria. I believe that 4 years tenure that is planning. Let the country look over it. We can make it 5 years one time. 5 years one time. That's why we reduce this feeling of that government aspect. Let us make it 5 years for one term. But this person, see what Mandela did. He ruled only 4 years and he was satisfied. A man who spent 7 years in jail. If it is to be some people, they want to die here. People are so greedy, but some people are not greedy as well. You can see the suggestion of Obi is a wonderful man. And I pray that one day God will put him there to come and fix this country. Okay. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's take more calls. We're still taking calls, okay? I might not be able to read your messages this morning, all right? But I'll do that later. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, Jude.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
I'm Edward calling from Sunday.
Okay.
This coalition and this good luck.
What'd you say? Hello?
This good luck issue, they know that they just want to use that good luck for distraction. Good luck said that he was in the cage for 16 years. That thank God that they have got his freedom. And the APC won't use him a last time to spoil people in the other side. And they use it as a weapon. If they really want to know whether Goodluck is interested, let the president interview Goodluck. They just want to use that one to decide. Goodluck will not come out. They just want to share share in the south here. The only thing that we even advise to do is that let him quickly enroll in one party now before it's too late. Because INEC, he gets where it will be, the window of researching parties will be too hot for this. Because that is where the federal government wants, this is where this everything wants to happen.
Okay.
Let it be quickly put himself inside the one existing political party. Right? Everything will see what is going on. PDP will see what is going on. Even this ABC now, they are not fully put themselves in order. Let him quickly put himself in one party now before ending of this year. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. Appreciate you. 0700 903 903 903. Check your time now is 8:20 a.m. Let's just a few more calls and we wrap things up this morning. 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Lokuzele, calling from Alabado.
All right.
Yeah, just want to contribute something. You see, the issue of will be 4 years or not 4 years, it's not the problem. The problem is the Nigeria believes that Obi can do something in 4 years. You see, in this life, somebody may like to sacrifice himself to put himself in the Guinness Book of Records, so that if he die, people will remember him for good and not for bad. Let them allow Obi to do. If at the end of the day he do not, they say one good time deserves another. If Obi do well, it's Nigeria that will beg him to go back. If he did not do well, it's our own choice to say, okay, you did not do anything, don't come again. Not somebody who failed exam will not come and tell us that he's lying. I say PC propaganda, doing it, telling it in television and other things.
Okay.
That how can they trust Obi? How can they trust Obi of doing 4 years? Somebody who have failed his party, this and that. Or that they are not deceiving themselves. Let me give you instances. Ambode, where I live today, it was because of Ambode that I passed to that place. When I bought that land, it was a very big push. But Ambode came in and they blocked that place under 2 years and
okay.
Now I am living there. Many people are living there. That place you cannot buy land now for 10 million. You cannot buy 20 million. Why that place was 300,000, 200,000 at Alabado? Now they are buying 30 million. This is not somebody that did. So let them allow Obi. Let him try his possible best. If he did not do, Nigeria will say, okay, you're a liar. So that is my own take this morning.
Thank you for your take. Yeah. Thank you so much. Obi, it's okay. It's okay. Let's go here. Hello, good morning to you.
Julia, good morning.
Good morning to you. What's your name?
My name is Apio Essen, calling from Tulele.
About here.
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
All right. I really don't understand why people are having problems with Peter Obi's statement these days. Atiku said he's going to do for 4 years. Nobody's doing the storm. Amechi said the same thing. And Peter Obi said,
So sorry about that. Sorry. Hello, good morning. I told you always move away from your radio set or turn down the volume so we can hear each other. All right? Yeah, please call back if you can. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
My name is Shay from Surulere.
Good morning.
My own problem is Nigeria. We know they learn. Reason why we know they learn, because we too know. If you look 2023, I see they talk about 2023. The same mistake that we make. For me, I know that inside Nigeria, nobody along Nigeria that you will put in president, they will do better than Tinubu. It's not whether now will be or this thing. Anybody at all will do better than Tinubu. We said it in 2023. For me, I will allow North to rule instead of West and East. Because I've already noticed lots of things that even though we give East or North or West, East, West or South, any position, they will still work to
Your network. It's okay. Let's leave it there because of our time. Everyone, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, I am IKAMIJUDEH. IKAMIJUDEH is just one word, and that is Ikami Jude. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude, and I'll be here again by 11, okay? And we'll get talking. We'll talk more. I'll take more of your calls and then read your messages, okay? Is that fine? Yeah. But don't forget, I will be having the doctor here today. Today is Thursday. If you have any question you want to put across, or some of you who sent some messages last Thursday we couldn't attend to, you can do that today. I love you all so much, and I'll be back much later. Good morning, Nigeria.
Please note, the views and opinions expressed on this program solely those of the individual contributors and do not necessarily represent the official views of the Voice of the People 90.3 FM, Lagos. We do not endorse or take responsibility for any content shared by our followers or third-party users. Thank you.
Kudos Homes Limited don come with better. I pray say you go dey among of people wey I go congratulate dem don become landlady. Kudos Homes Limited make am easy for una make una get better land wey you go build your own house with cool mind. Say time na everything. When we still get power, when we still get strength, make you use am do better thing. Na im make Kudos Homes Limited carry discount instant allocation promo come your domot. As you dey hear me, na this number you go zama 081534082 081 53 40 82 18 081 53 40 82 18. Come buy land.